Good morning, everybody. Good morning, no, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're okay. It's Thursday, 19th of May, 2022, and we are here with our conversations. This is an exchange of ideas for the Spirit's book. So glad you are here. I can see people are joining. This is great. So let's give a couple minutes here, and we will start. Meanwhile, let me do the initial prayer. So I'd like to say thank you for our mentors of Ireland, mentors of the show, mentors of Kardec Radio, to allow us to be here today in order to learn, in order to make new friends, reaching out those brothers and sisters who are far from us, but too close in thoughts. May give these good vibrations to all brothers and sisters who are suffering in the hospitals, suffering from anxiety, from depression, those who are thinking from suicide. So be it. Amen. Okay, so first things first. Let's keep going our study of the spirit, the Spirit's book. And last week we talk about the topic affinities and antipathies among spirits' eternal halves. We complete this. Okay, so what's the connection between the spirits, those who remain here on earth, those who are in the spiritual world, what are their connections? So how they live, how they treat this. And today we will start a new sub-item called recollection of physical existences. So, in other words, it is remembering our previous lives. So, Kardec brilliantly made several questions here, kind of going from the simple questions up to the more elevated, more what's the word? More thoughtful questions. I think that's it. More thoughtful questions. Okay, so question 304. So today we go from question 304 to question 314. So 304 to 314. Okay? So question 308. Do spirits remember their corporeal existences? Let's think, let's use our reason here. Of course, they do remember. Of course, they do remember. You know? But in which condition they remember? That I think this is important here. We do remember our previous life, but we do remember like every fact, every moment, every single particularity. No, we don't remember. It's like the same thing is I ask you, Hey, Lou. It's very windy over there. Yeah, we switch places, okay? Now it's windy in Rio and here is sunny. Yeah, good. Here is sunny, but I think the difference. Let me check the temperature here. I think the no, we are at 17 degrees, so probably today is a little bit warmer than in Rio. Let's see. What's the temperature in here? Oh, come on. Same temperature. We always come on. I I'm dying to go outside and enjoy the sunny, but it's good to know. So let's go back to our study here. We do remember our previous lives, but we do not remember fact by fact, episode by episode. We do not remember every single existence. I don't know how many incarnations I had. I have no idea. Could be, in my opinion, billions, zillions incarnations, and there's still remaining other billions, zillions incarnations. I we do not remember each one in detail. What is the same when I ask you, oh, do you remember when you were, I don't know, 5 years old? You may not remember every single thing, but you do remember facts that make you, facts that call your attention. Oh, I do remember that when as a child my mom said this. I remember I was playing like this. I remember I had a friend called whatever. So you remember some facts. It's not like you watch a movie and you see everything's happen. You remember some facts. And this is the same thing, but happens when you do remember your previous lives. Okay? And the Spirit said here, and I can assure you that they sometimes laugh at their past immaturity. Is again, let's use our silly example here. When you do remember actions you did, especially when we were teenager, like 14, 15 to 18 years old, it was serious for us when we had that time, that age. But when we start to remember, sometimes you say, "Oh, how silly I was, how silly." You start to remember, "Oh my gosh, I'm ashamed of this." Or sometimes we regret for some actions we did in the past. It is the same way, but we, instead of being same life, we put this in previous lives. Okay. and and what's the importance of this? This is crucial for our development. And why? Because at the moment we remember our previous life, and sometimes we are ashamed, or we laugh at some actions we did, we start to think that, oh, I spent an entire incarnation to do this. Or sometimes I spend how many incarnations to learn that lesson? So, this is a valid point today, because we know we were created simple and ignorant, and we all are evolving towards perfection. How long it's gonna take? No idea. What I know is some people will achieve this goal earlier than others. Why? Because they understand this equation here. What's the equation, Stevan? The equation of let me learn with my mistakes. Let me remember from my previous lives, not just to laugh, but to understand why I had that action, why I act in that way, what I was thinking in that moment, and apply this differently in our life today or in our next incarnation, which is the case here. Why? Because you don't want return, reincarnate. You don't want to reincarnate and repeat again. I know today in school, the kids don't repeat the year, but my time when I was in school, we do repeat the year, you know, and we need to see everything again, same movie, same concepts, same learning, same teacher, same lessons, same homework, same exercise, same. And at the end, we just say, what a waste of time. Why you see your colleagues in the other class evolving and very, very difficult you're gonna reach him. That we're gonna reach them. So this is why it's important remembering our previous lives. But let's dig in here because Kardec is just pointing the first lesson. Does the memory of his last physical existence completely and unexpectedly return to a spirit after that? So we can use here there is a, a communication in the Spiritist review in which Kardec they evoke a spirit, Mr. I don't remember. It was a guy, member of the Spiritist Society of Paris, and they have agreed, okay, who die first here, gonna invoke you and you come. But for some reason, Miss Lambert, I think that's it. This person died in 8 hours, 8 hours after his death. They invoke him, and he came. And he said, it's kind of everything is not clear. Everything is like different. I'm kind of dizzy, but I'm okay. So then, if we go to question 163 of the Spirit's book, we can see more or less the same thing, because question 163, Kardec asks, upon leaving the body, does the soul immediately have consciousness of itself? The answer, immediately, is not the right word. It finds itself in a state of bewilderment for some time. Oh, in other words, dizzy, a little bit confused. When sometimes when you wake up, you had the impression where I am, I slept too much. What's the day today? You say, oh my gosh, it's like, is this? It is exactly this point. Thumbs up. Let's move. Question 306. Do spirits remember all the events of their lives in detail, taken in the whole in a single retrospective glance? Spirit said, remember things according to the consequence events have for them as spirits. What do you say here? They do remember, but we remember facts. Again, let me use the example for your childhood. You don't remember everything. But sometimes when I say a word or you're passing through something, you say, oh, I have a kind of deja vu situation here in which I saw this before, and this triggers your memory to remember what happened to you in the past. And you say, oh, I already saw this, so I will take my decision based in that experience. But you were not remembering it. You had a situation, and this situation triggered that memory. It's the same thing here. You will only remember episodes, situations, or tasks or lessons you learned in the previous life if this is going to help you today. It's a completely different thing when you do a regression of previous lives. Regression of previous life, if you do as a treatment, I don't know, I have an asthma, I try all the medicines, all the treatments, everything, but this is not resolved. So I am spiritist. I decided to make a past life therapy, and in order to sort this out. The person who you conduct this treatment, they will not show you your entire life. They just digging in a situation why, or in a situation who may have provoked this problem with asthma, and try to sort this, close that door in order to resolve the asthma problem. However, if you do a past life therapy just for fun, is a completely different process because you don't know what to trigger. And since you don't know what you're going to trigger, you don't know if this come up a good thing or a bad thing. And the question is, are you ready to deal with a situation in which it's very strong for you? So that's the second point. Instead, when you do a treatment to resolve a current problem is different because you just investigate that episode. And this is exactly the example when you remember our past lives. Oh, I'm facing this challenge, but I have lived this some time ago. Yes, you did in that incarnation. How I handled that? What was the consequences? What was the situation? What was the facts? What was the lessons learned? Okay? Can I move on? So let's, and this call question 919. Let's go to question 919. What is the most effective means of improving ourselves in this life and of resisting the pull of evil? A sage of antiquity has told you, know thyself. So, we are teaching to us how to dealing with our own problems. So we are learning from our own mistakes, and this is priceless. This is priceless. Okay? So let's move here in our study. Are you okay, guys? Are you understanding? I'm too fast. Let me know. Okay? So, we can say that today we are our best version. So today it is our best version. What do you mean, Stevan? I'm paraphrasing Haroldo Dutra, and what he means with that. We evolve every single day, every single time. And as long as we are evolving, we develop our knowledge. And today, now, here in Ireland, 7:40 p.m. Now, it is my best version because everything I learned from my incarnation 0 to my incarnation as today, 7:40 p.m., I'm using my knowledge to make a decision. Should I go? Should I stay? Should I reply? Should I stay quiet? So the knowledge I acquired in all previous incarnations, in this incarnation up to now, I will use this knowledge to make a decision. Okay? But let's say next Thursday I'm here and I can say to you, guys, last Thursday I made that decision and I regret what I did. I didn't should follow that path. I didn't have done that. I did. I should act differently. So, at the moment when I had the decision, I used the best of me because that's what I know. Unfortunately, the decision was wrong, and I learned a lesson. So, next Thursday, I have a better version compared to the version from last Thursday. And if I have to make the same decision, perhaps I will do this in a different way because I learned the lesson. So today, it is the most important thing in our life because today it is your best version. Today, you are ready to face any kind of challenge. Okay? Leah says here, totally clear for me. I like how you let us know what questions we are covering. Great, thank you. Thank you, Leah. So that's the point. This is what we need to be very, very clear to ourselves. We don't need to push us hard. We just need to push us conscious. It's different. Pushing hard and pushing conscious. Pushing conscious, you will be ready to make difficult decisions, regardless the consequences. Pushing conscious means you will make decisions and you are aware you will have consequences of that. You are aware something gonna happen. And these things might be good, might be wrong. We don't know. But today, you are ready for everything. Thumbs up. Let's move. Let's move. Question 307. How does their past life unfold in their memory? Through an effort of their imagination or like a motion picture playing before their eyes? Now we already said here, we will remember episodes, situations, we experience some triggering points that will take us to remember what happened in previous life, in previous in past actions, let's call it. And we will remember more as long as we are less attached to the material world. That's what Spirit says here. The more dematerialized they are, the less importance they attach to material things. Study Spiritism is good, excellent. It's very important. Like all these people who are watching me now, or those who are gonna watch this live in the future, it's wonderful. Study Spiritism. But study Spiritism is not like you when you remember when most of you guys when you are learning, I don't know, matrix, you are learning algebra, you are learning statistics. I'm pretty sure if you learn that when you were a student, for some reason you said, why I am learning this. And for sure, your teacher said to you, in the future, this is going to be good for you. But at that day, you will say, what I am doing here? What this guy here talk nonsense? But someday you will need. And perhaps some things you learned, you say, wow, my teacher was right. Now I understand that I had I I had to study at that time in order to apply this today. Or sometimes you say, no, I didn't use this so far, so for me it was useless. But study spiritism is not like this. It's not like one day, oh, I remember I was studying the Spiritist book with Stevan, and we read it together because I'm not teaching anything to anybody because I'm not in that position. And this is not my intention. My intention is just discuss here and let you guys think for with your own thoughts and reach to a conclusion, reach to a decision. That's the main point here. My point on teacher. I am nobody to teach something to somebody. No worries. I don't want this, and this is not my role here. My role is just awakening your understanding, and why I am talking, I'm learning, and I'm learning a lot. So the point here is you are not studying spiritism to have that knowledge storage somewhere, and in a certain moment you will open up that storage door and you're gonna use what we studied today. No. Spiritism, it is a study in which you apply today the lessons you are learning today. This is the difference between learning spiritism and apply spiritism in your decisions, in your life, in your career, in your difficult situations you have with your family, with your friends, in any stage of your life. Instead of acquire the knowledge, absorb the knowledge, keep this knowledge in storage, and say one day I'm gonna use it. No, it's not. There is no one day. There is today. You need to apply this study today. You need to put in practice everything we talk here. I know some of you guys say, oh, yes, no, he's right. Oh, yes, wow, brilliant example. Yeah, okay, great, but let's apply it. Let's exercise this. Let's make mistakes. Don't be afraid of making mistakes, but be ready to recognize those mistakes. And once you recognize those mistakes, you will be ready to fix it, to ask apologies, to say, I'm so sorry. See the point? This is what we need today. Study Spiritism and practice Spiritism at the same time. We have this opportunity. How many of you are doing like this post-graduation courses, MBA, paying fortune in these courses. And what's the difference, these courses? Is because these courses, they are very intense and they bombard you with situations of present life. If you are CEO of this company and you have this, what decision you make? Oh, based in this theory, I will apply this. So they are using current situations, current scenarios, not a hypothetical scenario. It is a current situation. And believe me, each one of us will reach with a different solution. Some have the same pattern, let's say, but we're going to reach the same solution. Not same solution, sorry. We're going to reach our own solution. Some solutions going to be equal, some solutions going to be different, but we're going to sort it out, the problem. And this is what these questions say here. Less detached from the material world, better for you to make your decision. So, your decision, if you are too attached to the material world, gonna be worse than a decision from an evolved spirit who is no longer attached to the material world. Why? Because when you are attached to the values the material world give to you, this kind of what's the word? Let me think here. This kind of make you to think you are getting a shortcut, but at the end you are not getting a shortcut. The attachment to the material world will make you think you are right, you are important, but at the end not. Those values we have here will not help us. May these values help us for material incarnated decisions. But we are talking about here for discarnated decisions, which is the decisions who truly matters. Decisions who put you up or put you down. As I said in my previous comments, lower zone is not a place. Lower zone is our conscious pushing us hard. I would say if you base your decisions in attaching it to the material world, you have a high chances to start to creating your own lower zone. Because somehow your conscience is going to beat you. And why I'm saying this? Why conscious, Stevan? Where did you take this from? Conscious. We needed to remember questions 614 and 621. Let's go. 614. What should be understood by natural law? Natural law is the law of God. It is the only one appropriate for the happiness of man. It indicates what he ought to do or not to do. Man is unhappy only when he gets estranged from it. So man is only unhappy when we deviate from the natural law, which is the divine law. Okay, tell me, what is this law? And I will follow everything and I'm going to be happy. Okay, I tell you right now. Not me. The spirits told Kardec. Where is God's law written? Question 621. In the conscious. You already have this God law in you. You just need opening up and practice. That's why studying Spiritism is important and is a lesson in which we need to apply today, not tomorrow, not to keep with us because, oh, someday I will need it. No, you need today. You need today practicing with your neighbor, practicing with your friend. If you are in a traffic jam, you need to practice this in traffic jam. If you are in the hospital, you need to practice in the hospital. If you are in your work, you need to practice with your colleague, with your peers. If you are at home, you need to practice with your family, your wife, your husband, your kids. We need to practice it. It's the only way to know. Oh, I'm unhappy. Oh, I did something wrong here. Let me try to adjust. Oh, I'm happy now. Oh, that's the point. Rich, good point. That's the way. That's the way I have to do. So this is a smart decision. Okay? So, do spirits remember all lives that preceded the one they had just left behind? The whole past unfolds before them like the legs already completed of a journey. Again, from now I kind of cover all the questions. I was not planning, but it's more of like this. Let's say question 309 is same 310. A certain time, do spirits recognize their remains or other objects that had belonged to them? Of course, they remember things. Spirits are always happy to be remembered by those they have left behind. So, in other words, spirits going to remember us. Our friends, we do have friends, of course. Probably current friends you have now, you have in the future. Friends you had in the past, they are may helping you. Could be your mentor today. Is a loyal friend who say, "Oh, let me help Stevan in this incarnation. I want to him evolve. I want to him be with me." So of course, your spiritual mom, your earthly mom, is a friend. Dad is a friend. Okay? Guys, let me know if you have any questions, please. Let me know. Do spirits hold on to the memory of the sufferings they endured during their last physical existence? Answer. They frequently do, and this memory allows them to better appreciate the value of the happiness they may now enjoy as spirits. So, unfortunately, this is you need to apply what St. Augustine taught us, if I'm not wrong, chapter 7 of the Spirit's book. Every day, I analyze my acts. I analyze my acts and their consequences. If I hurt someone, next day I will go there and apologize myself. If I did something right and I help many others, I know what to do. So this is an everyday exercise. And again, sometimes you're gonna make people happy, sometimes you won't make people happy. But you need to understand is this person is unhappy because I did something wrong, or because unfortunately that person didn't reach a certain level of comprehension and they didn't understand your attitude. That person deserves an honest and truly conversation with you. That person deserves the same attention as you are giving to someone when you say, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I did a mistake. Apologies. I was thinking like this. But in fact, thinking better, reviewing my attitudes, I am completely wrong." So the same treatment this person needs to have. And it's up to you how you're going to do this. It's up to you how you're going to treat it. It's up to you, in your hands, your future, your incarnation. What you want is up to you. Okay, and with this, we finish our study today. We will stop on question 314, and next week, next Thursday, we will keep going from question 315 onwards. And for sure, we're gonna finish this item here, which is recollection of physical existence. Okay? Let me know, guys, if you have any questions, if you have any doubts. Yeah, if I'm not clear, if you don't agree with what I said, let's start it. Again, I'm not teaching anything to anybody. I'm teaching myself, teaching to me. I'm just here exchanging ideas with you. This is the way I understand. Might be right, might be wrong. Okay? Happy days. So, no question today. So I will do the final prayer. Okay? So, good spirits, thank you for your time. Thank you for allowing me to reach out to many, many people. May look after them. May guide them in order to practice the Spiritism teachings every single day, every minute, analyzing, understanding, studying their actions and the consequences of their actions. May we have a wonderful rest of the day, a wonderful Friday and weekend upon us. May God bless you all. So be it. Amen. Okay? So, Leah, thank you, my dear. Thank you very much. It's good to have you here. Okay? Lou says, it is true that this is our last incarnation on earth due to the regeneration. If we don't keep up, we have to go somewhere else next life. Lou, who said this to you? It's baseless. This is not our last reincarnation here on earth. Not at all. Okay? Regeneration is coming. Yes, it is coming, but it's too far. Lou, for example, we are in a war. We are killing people based in, I'm not saying nonsense, I'm not saying who is right, who is wrong. For me, what is wrong is I'm killing innocent people. And killing these innocent people, we are in the regeneration. Regeneration is come, but it's too far. We will still keep incarnating here. At a certain point, and another thing you need to understand, who is evolving is not the planet, it is the people who live in the planet. On the planet, sorry, who live on the planet. So we are the ones who are achieving the regeneration. Okay? So we are this one. So when we reach a regeneration in which we are treating people with more solidarity, with more fraternity, with charity, no more wars, I start to think in the consequence. I start to act thinking about the other. I start to respect everyone's boundaries. Today we are seeing a lot of cases in which we are still making having crimes of because of the color of the skin, because gender, because a woman was beaten by the husband. So these type of actions, let me think, regeneration will come, sure, but not now. We still have a lot of homework to do. And again, if you say you go somewhere, let's say we reach we reach it, regeneration. Those spirits who are not in the same symphony with the spirits who are populating the earth at that time of regeneration, of course they will not reincarnate on earth because they don't have the same tune. So as same as we are evolving, there are planets, worlds that are evolving as well. So for sure, these people who do not fit here will fit somewhere, without any question. But what's important to you is nobody knows when is your last incarnation here on earth, when earth will become a regenerated world. No, because this depends on our free will, on our actions. We need to think collective. And the current episodes I am seeing, unfortunately, my dear, We are far from regeneration. We are far. Okay? I hope it's clear for you. I hope it's clear for you. Okay? Let me know if you understood or if you need any more details, please. Let me open. I think it's okay. Okay, good. Thank you. I will tell the girls hi. Yeah, they are playing outside because it's sunny. So everybody's getting ready vitamin D. Everybody's outside. So that's why it's so quiet here today. Okay. Okay. So, my dear friends, it's a pleasure to have you here. It's keep motivating me to keep going with the study. And I'll see you next Tuesday. Okay. This Sunday it is Samantha. She will give the talk. And Tuesday I'll be here. Okay? Okie dokie. So thank you very much. I wish you all a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you. Bye bye.